back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the new Royale High update. I know that this video is a bit late, but I'm doing it anyway just because I thought it would be a good idea for any of you who don't already know. So first of all, we're going to start off with this book. So we're at the beach house and there's this book like on the side table here. So if you click on that book, then it tells you everything that's been updated. So it says Castle Events, a complete list of updates. I'll try to keep this time. July 14th, 2020 update. Oh, okay, so this isn't actually that late. Makeup sections no longer showcase a plain white background. Now it's the same color as your skin tone. Personally, I think that this is a pretty good update, but I will talk about that later. Search button in your inventory now works for other categories besides just accessories and now shows skirts, shoes, and wings. Had to be slightly repositioned to fit in with the other categories. New fountain stories. These stories are by Aom and StarX_Bear. I don't know if I'm pronouncing those usernames right, but I'm sorry if I'm not. Search button for boys' outfits was implemented. There was an accident that this wasn't there in the first place. Oops, sorry. Search button now works for custom eyes, lips, and beauty marks. Search by name or creator. Friendly reminder to clothing designers/makeup artists. We now have a search button that filters your outfits by their Roblox name, so be sure when making outfits to put in specifying features in the title, specifically tags that we do not already have them sorted by. We put in outfit names manually when they are first put in, so unfortunately older name changes won't be affected unless you directly contact Keteka22, who is in charge of inputting outfits. Alright, so I'm not a clothing designer or makeup artist, so this really doesn't apply to me. Alright. Cottage Princess slightly reworked so that the hips when wearing heels do not clip through it. Shiny layer from apron removed/fixed when not wearing the apron. Bangs are now toggleable on Sona, Mini Sona, and Sakura. Thank you, Saltashio. Sorry. So then there's more updates from before, but I'm not going to read all of those because there are like a million of them. But, yeah. So now let's check out these updates if I can ever get back to it. Okay, there we go. So, before we check out the actual updates, I also want to go over here, and here is the official list of rules, and also there's a server time. So, but I'm gonna focus on the rules. So this is the Royale High official rules. I definitely think that this is really cool because, like, before we didn't have the rules, so if any of us were like doing stuff that was against the rules by accident, we could have got banned or something and didn't even know why. So I think that this is a really good update. I feel like it maybe should have been like in the update manual, but it's fine. Alright, so also it has this really cool scroll thing. Royale High official rules. The following actions can result in punishments, bans, or account wipes. So make sure you don't do any of these things because you could even get banned from the game or get your entire account wiped. So make sure to read all of these rules, or you can just listen to me read them out to you. Alright. Extra accounts or alternative accounts to avoid timers to play multiple times, such as the Fountain of Dreams or other systems with cooldowns and trading earnings to main account. So this is something that I'm sure a lot of people do. I haven't actually done this, but apparently it is against the rules. I didn't even know that. So if you guys are doing that, then make sure to not do that because you could possibly get banned. Alright, AFK farming with or without the use of third-party software to earn currency, items, or levels. This is insane, guys, because I had no idea that AFK farming was against the rules. I personally have never AFK farmed, just because I just don't do that. But I know that a lot of people do, and they thought it was like completely harmless and that there was no harm in it, but it turns out that it is against the Royal High official rules, so that's something that exists. Alright, selling Royal High in-game items on external websites. I'm actually not entirely sure about this, but I'm pretty sure that it just means like you can't, I don't even know, because I don't even completely understand this part, but I'm sure that there's some people who do understand this, or if you do it, don't do it. Any form of cyberbullying or hate speech toward players. This one is kind of obvious, but I'm glad that they put it on here because it's very important. I feel like some creators just don't really care about the rules and stuff, and they just sort of don't care about cyberbullying, but I'm glad that the creators of this game do care about that. Alright, scamming players through trading, another pretty obvious one, but also good that they put it on here. Cross-trading, any trade that doesn't fully happen in Royal High. Again, not entirely sure what this means, but if you do this, then don't do it, you know. Submitting any false information slash reports to developers. So basically, if you were to, like, report someone for, you know, report some player for, like, scamming for a Halo, and then you like put it in, even if they didn't scam for a Halo, and you said that they scammed for a Halo, then that would basically, like, that could get you banned. Sorry, that took me so long to explain. Alright. Abusing glitches, hacking, or exploiting instead of reporting them. So I know that some Royal High glitches are like really harmless and like they just don't really like matter, like that one where you can like put the sleeping bag outside the window and then like fly around outside. That's honestly just harmless and something that players do for fun. But like, for example, the one where it used to be like, oh, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. If you go to dress up and you were to like go to accessories and search for Shadow Empress, then the Shadow Empress chain boots would show up here, even though I didn't actually own them. So that used to be like a thing, and I couldn't put them on or anything. I couldn't wear them, but they were just there even though I didn't own them. So that used to be a glitch, and people would use it to like, they would like screenshot it to say that they were like trading it, but then they really weren't because they didn't actually have it. So that would be against the rules and they could get banned for that. Alright, so if I can click on this again, okay. Safety guidelines. So this is just like some safety things, obviously. So in regards to trust trades, while it may not result in a ban, it holds a high chance of being scammed. Therefore, trust trades are not allowed in Royal High to protect you from losing your items from untrustworthy players. Don't share your password ever with anyone. You are responsible for everything that your account does, even if you aren't the one who's logged in. Enable two-factor authentication in your Roblox account settings. You'll receive an email if someone tries to log into your account, and they cannot get into your account unless they have access to your email. So that is a piece of good advice. I actually don't have that, so I might want to do that. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to cover up the text again. I don't know why I didn't do that again. I'm sorry. Okay, but now let's check out the update. So the first update, makeup sections no longer showcase a plain white background that's the same color as your skin tone. So let's check that out. So we go to face, and as you can see, before the background was just plain white, so it was just like, you go to face, and it just looks like this, except a bit brighter white, because I don't have a pure white skin tone. But, basically, now it shows the actual skin color, so if I change it to like a darker skin color, and then we go back to face, it changes the skin color to show you what it will look like, and if I have a paler skin color, then it will change to that skin color to show me what it will look like. So basically, it just changes based on your skin tone, and it will show you what it will look like. I think that this update is pretty good, even though it is kind of small. Some people might think it's unnecessary. Personally, I like it just because you get like a bit of a sneak peek of how it will look on your face. I know that it's like you can't exactly predict that because it might be like really low down on your face or really high up on your face, but I do think that this is useful just because you can see how it looks with your skin tone, so I do like that. Alright, let's check out the next update. Search button in your inventory now works for other categories besides just accessories, so it is in a slightly different place, but it still is there, so you can search for different faces. For example, like, how about purple? See, if I search for purple, it shows me a bunch of different purple faces. And so I can do that in faces. It also works like Dear Dolly. See, it shows me all the things from the Dear Dolly set that I have. I have the heels, the bow, and the Tea Party bow. Alright, so then it shows me the wings, up in the clouds. And see, it shows me my up in the clouds wings. And for my accessories, I could search for, feather mask, or I could search for a mask, and it shows me the masks that I have. So it also does that with, oh, maybe it doesn't do it with hairstyles, never mind. But basically, this is useful because before it wouldn't do that. Personally, I don't have enough stuff to really need this a whole lot, but I know that a lot of people who are like super rich and have a ton of stuff would need this, so this will be really useful for some people, just maybe not for others. But I do think that this was a necessary update. The only thing I think that they could add was for hairstyles, because I do not see a hairstyle search bar, so that's a bit disappointing. But other than that, I do think that this is a really good update. Alright, moving on to the next update. New fountain stories. I'm not going to demonstrate this just because I don't think that's really necessary, but there are new fountain stories. There's a search button for boys' outfits implemented. That wasn't a thing before, so if I go, oh, whoops, that's not, okay. If I go to, oh gosh, okay. If we go to boys' outfits, then before there wasn't a search bar, but now there's a search bar, so yeah. And search button now works for custom eyes, lips, and beauty marks. Alright, so now, oh come on, why do I keep doing that? Okay, so if you go to face and you go to custom eyes, you can search, I don't know a bunch of custom eyes, but we'll go with like cute. See, it shows us some of that, and it does the same thing for custom lips and custom marks. So yeah. Alright, next update. Friendly reminder, oh right, I'm not going to demonstrate this one because I don't know how this works. Also, I'm not a creator. Cottage Princess slightly reworked so that the hips when wearing heels do not clip through it. And the shiny layer from the apron was also removed and fixed when not wearing the apron. Alright, so there's that. The Cottage Princess skirt has been reworked. I mean. So, here, wait, I should first take off my Sparkly Party tutu. Where is it? What the heck? That's interesting. Okay, I think I did it. Alright, but basically, the Cottage Princess skirt will no longer clip through your heels, so that's good. So like the hips before they would kind of clip through, but now they don't. And also, if I can, okay, remove apron. This thing was fixed. I'm not entirely sure how it needed to be fixed, but it's fixed now. Alright. So, yeah, then the last thing, I'm not sure if I need to go over it. Bangs are now toggleable on Sona, Mini Sona, and Sakura. So let's just see that. Hairstyle. Where's Sona? Sorry, this might take me a sec to find it. Well, here's Sakura. You can put on bangs or you can not put on bangs, so that's cool. Then there's Sona. And you can choose to not put on bangs or you can put on bangs. And then there's Mini Soda, which is the same thing. So yeah, wait, let me just put on the same bangs. Alright, so yeah, that is all the updates, and I think that means that this video is finished. So if you enjoyed this video, oh shoot, wait, where's my mask? Whatever, it's fine. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Yeah, sorry that this video is probably going to be out a bit late because I didn't have a ton of time to edit it. But I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye!